Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe, now this start video. Chicago Fire, the flagship series of NBC's One Chicago franchise, has captivated audiences since its premiere on October 10, 2012. Created by Derek Haas and Michael Brandt, the show has become a cornerstone of NBC's programming, spawning multiple spin-offs and maintaining a loyal fan base. Over the years, the series has introduced a plethora of characters, each leaving their mark on the show's rich narrative tapestry. One such character is Wendy Seaver, portrayed by Andy Allo, who joined the cast in the show's 8th season and quickly became a fan favorite. Despite her absence since season 11, Allo has recently expressed her interest in returning to the show, sparking speculation about Wendy's potential comeback. Wendy Seaver made her debut in Chicago Fire during its 8th season, and though she was a late addition to the series, she quickly established herself as a memorable character. Wendy, a paramedic with a strong sense of duty and a compassionate heart, brought a fresh dynamic to Firehouse 51. Her character was introduced as a potential love interest for Kelly Severide, one of the show's central characters, which added an intriguing layer to her storyline. However, the romantic tension between Wendy and Severide was short-lived, as Severide ultimately rebuffed her advances, leading to a more platonic relationship between the two. Despite the initial romantic undertones, Wendy's character evolved beyond her connection to Severide. After a few awkward encounters, she developed a friendship with Stella Kidd, another key character in the series. This friendship not only added depth to Wendy's character, but also integrated her more firmly into the fabric of Firehouse 51. Wendy's involvement in the Girls on Fire program, alongside Stella, further cemented her role as a supportive and influential figure within the Firehouse. Andy Allo, the talented actress behind Wendy Seaver, has had a diverse career in both music and acting. Before joining Chicago Fire, Allo was best known for her work as a singer-songwriter and guitarist, and for her role in the Amazon Prime series Upload. Her portrayal of Wendy Seaver marked a significant departure from her previous roles, showcasing her versatility as an actress. Allo's performance as Wendy was praised for its authenticity and emotional depth, making her a standout character in the series. In a recent interview with Screen Rant at the Saturn Awards, Allo opened up about her time on Chicago Fire and the possibility of returning to the show. She expressed her love for the series and her character, stating that playing Wendy was unlike any role she had taken on before. Allo's enthusiasm for the show was evident as she urged the producers to consider bringing her back, saying, "I would love to return to Firehouse 51. It was such a unique experience, and I feel like there's still more to explore with Wendy." Allo's comments have sparked a wave of speculation among fans about the potential for Wendy's return to Chicago Fire. The show is currently in its 13th season, and while the series has seen its fair share of cast changes over the years, the possibility of a familiar face returning is always exciting for viewers. Wendy's character, though not a series regular, left a lasting impression during her time on the show, and her relationships with key characters like Severide and Stella provide ample opportunities for her to be reintegrated into the storyline. One of the key factors that could facilitate Wendy's return is her established connections within Firehouse 51. Her friendship with Severide and Stella, as well as her involvement in the Girls on Fire program, means that there are multiple narrative avenues that could be explored if she were to return. Additionally, the fact that Wendy was not killed off or written out in a definitive manner leaves the door open for her character to make a comeback. Allo's expressed interest in returning to the show also bodes well for the possibility of Wendy's return. In the world of television, scheduling conflicts and actor availability often play a significant role in determining whether a character can return. Allo's openness to reprising her role suggests that, should the opportunity arise, she would be willing to make the necessary arrangements to return to Chicago Fire. While Wendy has not appeared on Chicago Fire since season 11, her absence does not necessarily mean that her story is over. The show's writers have a history of bringing back characters in meaningful ways, and Wendy's established relationships within the series make her a prime candidate for a return. Whether it's through a guest appearance or a more substantial storyline, there are several ways in which Wendy could be reintegrated into the show. One possibility is that Wendy could return to assist with the Girls on Fire program, which has been a significant plot point in recent seasons. Her expertise as a paramedic and her experience working with Stella could provide a compelling reason for her to come back to Firehouse 51. Additionally, her past connection with Severide could be revisited, either as a rekindled romance or as a deeper exploration of their friendship. Another potential storyline could involve Wendy facing a personal or professional challenge that brings her back to Chicago. Perhaps she could be dealing with a difficult case as a paramedic, or she might be seeking support from her friends at Firehouse 51 during a tough time in her life. Whatever the reason for her return, there are numerous ways in which Wendy's character could be woven back into the fabric of the show. The future of Wendy Seaver on the Chicago Fire remains uncertain, but the possibility of her return is far from off the table. Andy Allo's enthusiasm for the role and her willingness to return to the series suggests that, if the stars align, fans could see Wendy back in action at Firehouse 51. While her absence in recent seasons may have left some fans wondering about her fate, the fact that her character was not written out in a definitive manner leaves the door open for her to make a comeback. Ultimately, the decision to bring Wendy back will likely depend on a variety of factors, including the show's creative direction, Allo's availability, and the overall trajectory of the series. However, given the character's popularity and the strong foundation she has within the show's universe, it seems entirely plausible that Wendy could return in future seasons. Whether it's through a brief guest appearance or a more substantial storyline, Wendy's return would undoubtedly be welcomed by fans of Chicago Fire. As Chicago Fire moves forward, the show's ability to balance its core characters while introducing new faces has been a key factor in its longevity. Wendy Seaver's potential return could serve as a bridge between the show's past and its future, offering a sense of continuity while also introducing fresh dynamics. Her character's established relationships and her role in the Girls on Fire program provide a solid foundation for her reintegration, making her a natural fit for future storylines. Moreover, Andy Allo's passion for the role and her connection to the Chicago Fire universe suggest that her return would be more than just a nostalgic nod to the past. It could bring new depth to the show, exploring themes of resilience, friendship, and personal growth. Wendy's journey as a paramedic and her interactions with the Firehouse 51 team could also highlight the challenges and triumphs of first responders, a core theme of the series. In the ever-changing landscape of television, where characters come and go, Wendy Seaver stands out as a character with untapped potential. Her return could not only satisfy longtime fans, but also attract new viewers who are drawn to her compelling story. As the show continues to navigate its 13th season and beyond, the possibility of Wendy's comeback remains a beacon of hope for those who have followed her journey. Ultimately, the decision to bring Wendy back lies in the hands of the show's creators and producers. However, with Andy Allo's enthusiasm and the character's strong ties to the series, the prospect of her return feels both exciting and inevitable. Whether it's a brief cameo or a multi-episode arc, Wendy's presence would undoubtedly enrich the Chicago Fire narrative, reminding us why this show has remained a beloved staple of NBC's lineup for over a decade. For now, fans can only hope that the flames of Firehouse 51 will once again illuminate Wendy Seaver's path, bringing her back to where she belongs. Chicago Fire has proven to be a resilient and enduring series, with a rich ensemble cast and a compelling narrative that continues to draw viewers in. Wendy Seaver, portrayed by Andy Allo, is just one of the many characters who have left a lasting impact on the show. While her absence in recent seasons has left some fans wondering about her future, Allo's recent comments have reignited hope for her return. As the series continues to evolve, the potential for Wendy's return remains a tantalizing possibility. Whether it's through her involvement in the Girls on Fire program, her relationships with Severide, and Stella, or a completely new storyline. There are numerous ways in which Wendy could be brought back into the fold. For now, fans will have to wait and see what the future holds for Wendy Seaver and Chicago Fire. But one thing is certain: the door is always open for a return to Firehouse 51.